Are cars getting uglier? Hey everybody, I am Attorus, and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and sneakers. And today, we're obviously shifting back into cars, and I want to say something. Ever since I started growing up, I like to say I grew up during the peak of automotive styling. I mean, I grew up with awesome cars, like the Lamborghini Aventador, the Ferrari 458, the Maserati Gran Turismo, Audi R8, and the awesome retro muscle cars. Now, years later, I am now an adult, and I want to say I think cars are getting uglier. Many people might disagree with me on this, but just hear me out. I'm gonna go and compare some car brands back then to car brands now, and you tell me what you think. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. I'd like to start out with some luxury car brands, starting with BMW. Here is what the BMW M3 looked like last generation. This almost looks like the perfect sedan. I mean, the styling is just done so well and purposefully. And I think in years to come, this car is going to age really well, because all BMWs kind of naturally do. I mean, just look at the E46 BMW M3. That car is 20 years old and still looks great today. And let's just say this next generation of BMW cars kind of just ruined the legacy. So once again, here's what BMWs looked like before, and now this is what BMWs look like now. It looks like it had a really bad nose job. I mean, it looks like they kind of infused it with a beaver. It looks like a freaking rat. I mean, it's just so stupid. Why did they make the grille so huge? Like, someone needs to tell me why the grille is so huge. Is it for like aerodynamics, cooling, something? Please tell me why. It looks dumb. I think they completely ruined the styling, and I would be perfectly okay if they went back with the old styling. I mean, Jesus, what the hell happened? I don't want to be driving around in something that looks like it has buck teeth. Jesus. I mean, holy crap, I think the Kia Stinger looks better than this car. And it's a freaking Kia. And this is not just the M3, this is all the next generation BMWs. Yeah, it's not so pretty. Alright, now I'm gonna move away and stop being so picky on BMW and show you what Cadillac looks like now. Cadillac has always made great looking cars. And this dates all the way back to the iconic 1959 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. And this lasted all the way up to the last generation Cadillac back, I think in 2016 when they released this generation. For starters, I'm just going to show you what the Escalade and the old CTS look like. I mean, this is boxy styling done right. And what other American luxury cars would you guys rather stunt on than this? And now, here's the new Escalade. I mean, what happened? It just looks so bland now. It's like they said, hey guys, this generation, let's not be so stylish and flashy. And then now that the CTS has gone, to replace it with these sedans, and they still don't look as good as the old ones. Like, why? We should be going forwards, not backwards. I don't know, I might get a lot of hate and people might say it looks better, but I personally do not think they look better. And now real quick for the Cadillacs, here's the old Cadillacs. And now here's the new Cadillacs. I'm not going crazy, cars are getting uglier. And just a friendly reminder, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, please like and share for that YouTube algorithm. And also while you're at it, please subscribe. Super close once again to my goal of getting monetized on YouTube. And it's all thanks to you guys. So any more support would just be awesome. Now that's out of the way, let's get right back into the video. And now let's talk about muscle cars. Alright, I just want to get out of the way. I do not think all muscle cars are starting to look bad. I mean, the Challenger still looks great, and the Charger, phenomenal, great looking muscle cars. The Mustang, and like the old ones did look better than the new facelift, but they're still not haunting. The one I am going to talk about, and you guys saw this coming, it's the Camaro. Like, what happened to the awesome 2010 Camaro? Like, this was like the peak of retro styling right here. Like, this was like how you bring back a car. The Mustang and Challenger did it, they look great, but nothing compared to the Camaro. And over the years, they did change it, make it look more aggressive. It's just the new 2018 one. Like, why did they tone it down so much? What's this weird line coming through it? Like, this front end just kind of went eh. Like, I was terrified of seeing like the old Camaros through my rear view mirror, but this one, it just looks normal. Too basic, it's not muscle. It's like they freaking neutered the Camaro, like why? Some people might disagree and say they like the styling better, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of people don't. Well, at least the Corvette C8 looks dope though. I mean, it looks more like a Ferrari than a Corvette, but still cool. So Chevy has not gone completely insane. Oh wait, I might change that mind because I'm looking at the Chevy Trailblazer from this year, and holy shit, it looks like an obese Camaro. This is definitely an overstyled SUV. Now let me talk about SUVs now. Alright, I get it, it's hard to make an SUV look good. But examples of SUVs that do look good, you know, we got the Porsche Cayenne, the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, and also that new Aston Martin SUV. That looks great. That Lamborghini though that came out. This is probably one of the more controversial ones. A lot of people love the style of this. It just looks bold and aggressive and all Lamborghini. But I think they did too much overstyling on this one and didn't really try to be its own thing enough. Like, it took too many styling cues from like the Huracan and the Aventador, and they try to mush it together, and I don't think they did it right. Another example of, I think, Lamborghini is overstyling stuff is the new Cayenne. It's like Lamborghini is like, oh, I know what they like. They like sharp edges to make it look like a fighter jet, so we're just gonna cover this car in sharp edges. And it looks all kind of too much now. It's getting around that time where Lamborghini should start releasing its new V12 car, so let's hope it doesn't look like an overstyled mess. I mean, shit, what happened? Like, the last two Lamborghinis were some of the best looking cars ever made, and now they're coming out with this. And then the last thing I want to cover is our next generation of Japanese sports cars. And I quickly want to discuss the Supra real quick. Now, this car got a lot of criticism for not looking like the FT1 concept car, but I still think it looks pretty good. I mean, of course not as great as the concept, but it's actually pretty exotic looking for a Toyota. And it still kind of retains the old classic Supra design a little bit, so I think this car deserves a little bit more credit. But the other Japanese cars, well, for starters, I wanted to talk about the new 400Z. To give you an example, here's what the old 370Z looked like. You know, a little step up in styling from the, the normal 350Z in every way, and still looks pretty dope today. And then you had the new 400Z. Like, where are they going with this? I was hoping they would have took the 370Z and like gave it a huge, massive upgrade in styling. But this one just kind of looks like a cheese cube. It looks like they just took a brick, started carving it out, and we're on the midst of making something look amazing, but just gave up halfway through. And this is what we're left with. Like, what the hell? And then we also have the new BRZ. Like, the old BRZ looked awesome, and it was one of the best styled cars you can buy for the money. It looks like they just took out all the aggressiveness out of it. They tried to make it look cute, but it looks, I mean, just look at it. They tried to give it a smile and everything. Like, why? Like, it's honestly a shame that the Japanese cars of the 90s look better than these cars. Like, seriously though, real quick. Old generation, new generation. You take your pick and tell me if I'm going insane. Now cars are not getting old bad. I mean, the new Maserati looks pretty cool. Ferrari hasn't really lost it yet. I mean, their cars still look pretty dope. But who knows, I might just be going crazy, and this all may just be the sign of the times. But it makes me more appreciative of the awesome cars that I grew up with. And that is all there really is to it. So, are cars getting uglier? Comment down below your opinion, like and share for that YouTube algorithm, and last, but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.